So taking a look at minifigures we've got so far. I love that little kid Boba Fett that we've got there. Oh, looks like this Luke Skywalker fellow right here. I don't know if that's the right face, no, but it's definitely the rest of the outfit. But yeah, if you see either any of the minifigures that either don't have the correct stuff matched up with them, I'm going to go through and check a lot of these obviously, but just figured to give you a chance to see what was all in here. So far, we still have not completed all of our bags, and I plan that I'll probably find some additional pieces to sort that stuff out in there. Not doing there still. Oh, stand him up so you can see him. Had to clean him up a lot. He had a bunch of green like goop on his arm and leg, so clean him up a little bit. And then we'll go back and take a look at what's still just laying down there in the back that I haven't been able to find enough pieces to put everything together for. And then also what's still down in the tray, just mostly little parts and stuff. So back here now you can see there are still a large number of hats and helmets and other things. We've got some of them are still mixed in over there, but I particularly pulled out all these fireman hats because I put together 3 different firefighter figures. One I put the hair on, it looked like went with it, but there's definitely a large number of these firefighter hats, so I'm going to try to find if we've got some sets in there for different firefighter kinds of stuff. That would be very interesting. So here's all the rest of the parts that don't seem like they're quite finished up yet. That's definitely some kind of TIE pilot. I bet there's another. This dwarf beard looks amazing, but I haven't gotten a character that seems like it goes with yet, so gotta look for that. I matched up this almost entirely complete Santa Claus piece with this, like, I don't know, goblin or orc face, because it was kind of funny, but we'll find the real ones for that. I'm not sure if this gypsy looking character is, properly put together, but I put some brown pants with her brown shirt-ish, but definitely an interesting looking setup there. And I guess a couple of these, so this character could definitely be stood up as complete. We just put a headpiece on him. I'm not sure what goes all with this, or if any of these parts are actually together. I definitely don't recognize where this gold head comes from, and that's very cool. There's another one of those on this one right here. And then this is, I can't think of the character's name, but he is from the Pharaoh's Quest sets that we have, and I have one back here that I can show you. I cannot find a Imperial officer's hat yet, so that's got to be somewhere. Yeah, see, here's another one of the hats that can go over there. It's just a nice big crown. I did see that there were all those skeletons with the cool armor shoulder pieces. Don't recognize this character. If you know what that's from, I could help. And then a lot of the rest of these are just little pieces I couldn't find anything to. I'm sure the other leg for that droid's in there. I know that's from Space Police, but just gotta find his arms somewhere. So, does anybody know these like alien head toppers? I put one on top of this guy, but it just doesn't seem right. Do you know exactly how these are supposed to work or what sets they came from? That way I can kind of look them up. I'm trying to find the parts for it. I still haven't found those parts yet. And then what's left in the tray to work from, let's try to put some of those together. So you still see hats and blasters and tools and rods and weapons. And this is an immaculate condition cape, so I have no idea how that happened when it's just loose and all this stuff, but perfectly good red cape. It's still flat. And then that broken set of legs from way earlier. So maybe we find the other leg, maybe we won't. But this stuff is definitely dirty, and my tray is getting dirty. We're going to have to clean this all out when we're done. So if you know any of the parts that these, or any of the sets that these different parts go with, I want to say that this is like a set of Vader in Santa Claus costume legs. And I think I saw parts of that in one of the other ones. So should probably be able to find all of that piece, that minifigure when it comes together. So there's a lot of snow troopers in this. He's missing an arm still, though. So. Alright, let's get these put back away. So, today we're going to try to finish up, I think. I know we're doing a lot more than we have on the other ones, but we only have 2 of the full bags like we've been doing each day so far. This is full of mostly a very large piece of stuff, and we'll go over that really quick first together. And then this one is sort of half full of parts and half full of really large pieces. So I think we can do this whole group all together. But let's go through this really quick right now. This looks like it was one of those big, kind of like rock miner sets. And again, I didn't really have Lego much back then. And so just looking at from what I've seen so far as I've been getting back into getting interested in Lego, these big miner looking wheels just seem really interesting. And then let's see if this is, so then this is Mega Blocks, so this will go to the extras stuff. And here we've got, these are pieces I think for all the Mario Karts. Yeah, so out of all of the kart stuff here, these are the little kart sections that they use to build. So see how many of these are just for that. Looks like that's maybe what it goes on. I don't know. I have not built one of those yet, so another Mario Kart looking section there. A Lego, looks like a dump truck bed, so that there, so this can go with Lego stuff. And then, well, we've got one loose piece in here of Lego. Put that in the truck bed. And then we've got these Ninjago spinners. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 6 of them in here. 3, 4, 5, 6. I know there was one in one of the other bags I unpacked. So I remember when Logan was really kind of into Lego, which was the most recent time I've been able to do any Lego stuff, was he was pretty into the Ninjago spinners, and so maybe we'll get back into that with Addyson too. They'll do their little ninja battles on those things. It's pretty neat. So we will go into a time lapse to try to get through these larger bags, and hopefully we can be done with this session. And I know it seems like that's pretty much all we've been putting out lately, but Addison's been a little bit sick, and with these large bags, it's been something I wanted to get done. And so since it was an opportunity where she wasn't feeling much like building or recording or doing anything, let's go ahead and get these all finished up and done. We have not even started on this bag, but we'll go over that in a whole other video. So this must have been the last bag to get filled from a much larger collection, maybe just in a big plastic bin, because there are many, many very small pieces in this one, to include a lot more minifigure pieces, and these two that are missing their connector. I was trying to, hopefully they would find them in there, but did not find the pieces for that. But all the rest of this, found many of the little clear plastic dome pieces I talked about. And then pretty good sized set of small, mostly small pieces. Again, they're just now piled around these. I showed that. Piled around these Ninjago pieces. In this bag was also, came with that. So one thing though is these two pieces. Every one of these dome sections that I looked at. In my collection that I have has the closed top and says Lego in it. However, this fits perfectly. The shine of the plastic is exactly like Lego, so I was curious if anybody knows if they do those sometimes. Maybe they used to and now they don't. And then since we have these other clear plastic dome pieces, this is a very different piece. I don't think it's Lego, but I can't tell what it says inside. It does connect very well. It does clutch very well, so I'm not sure if anybody knows if those are, or if that little clear piece is Lego. I think for now I'm gonna say this goes with not Lego, and then this goes with Lego, but if anybody can tell me for sure. Then this is all the minifigures and accessory parts that came out of that one, which was able to fix the torso for this character talked about in the last video. Found the arm and a hand for her, so I put her back in the large supply of minifigures until we finished all of this up. Did find the Darth Vader Santa Claus torso, so we'll put that all together probably at some point. Oh, I think Boba Fett Christmas one, I'll have to look these up, but I found this white jetpack. I'm assuming if he's going to have a white jetpack, it's going to go with this kind of a strange one. Otherwise, he'd have that normal silver one I had on it before. But went ahead and swapped that out for him. Put him back in there as well. There was this little chainsaw piece. I couldn't really find Lego on it, but it certainly looks like it goes with the other pieces, potentially from the like firefighters pieces, which we found another firefighter minifigure in these ones. Found the leg for that droid. So this last little section had a whole bunch of stuff. Have a scout trooper head, and that's the old Boba Fett Okay. One thing's interesting is this plastic on this set looks completely different than most normal Lego, but it is definitely Lego. Inside there it's just like that. Can't really see it very well, can you? But it does. Oh, also, so some of the coolest pieces, I've never seen this Roman like headpieces can go on top of a helmet. I gotta check that out. And here's an old Lego laptop. I want to say I don't think I've seen many of these, but it pops open and actually looks like a little laptop. So that is also Lego, which is interesting. I'm not familiar with those ones. Alright, and then this is all of the... Oh, so this is all of the not Lego. Kind of curious about what all these big shiny pieces might have come from, but that's that. So this was my mostly connects, a little bit of Mega Blocks, like all these bags have been. This monster truck looking frame, these other pieces. And then actual trash. This is just the dirt I could scoop to the side, broken pieces, and darts, and pieces of headphone sets, and yeah, a bunch of other trash in there. Which is also part of why I think this was probably the very bottom of a bin. But so this gray parts here is actually like a handles to a pulley system, but I was curious if these white parts might go with it. It looks like they kind of could, but I don't see Lego on anywhere, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't be, because this is definitely an oddly shaped piece. The handles do say Lego on them, so I'm kind of trying to figure out what those might go with, so figure out some pulley systems, find some of those. So we will be getting into these last two bags. But that is the whole set of it right now. And I forgot to mention that when I pulled it out of the bag, I was checking it. I really wanted this to be Lego because it's got these cool ball sections on the end to be able to, toss and trap minifigures, but it is not Lego, unfortunately. I think it went with one of those Mega Blocks sets. So the net launchers that Lego is putting out now, might benefit from the idea that you could put a little bit of weighted pieces on the corners of it to make it actually work. Just throwing that out there. Alright, and here is a look at the Lego from the last two bags that we have to sort through. It includes one, he's a little bit out of position right now, this big fig. I'm going to put him in the bag over there. This door needs to get cleaned off. It's got some marker all over it, but I think it'll be just fine. Another jail cell door. Lots of really good parts in here. So if the last sets of bags were the best for the minifigures, this has definitely got the most unique and interesting and probably useful parts to go forward. So if you see anything not Lego in here, go ahead and send it out. If you see any sets that you completely recognize, so say if you know exactly what space set this is from, I think it's from the same one. Just go ahead and leave that in the comments so that we can look up the instructions and maybe pull all those parts out and put those sets together. Alright, and then this is our not Lego set, and this is kind of interesting, but it's not Lego for sure. Which makes me think, I think one of those little arm looking parts is something I put in a different video asking if it was or not, but those are all the not Lego pile. This piece was hard to tell. The plastic looks right, but I'm pretty sure it's not. And then in there was like this little micro machine car, which is pretty cool. And then, including the big fig, this is all the minifigure stuff that was in these bags. Really, so I gotta grab the plume for the top, but this is where that plume went in the last bag. I was very surprised to see an official Lego bagpipe. Don't think I've ever seen one of those, but there it is. And then that's all of it. A couple more firefighters. Looks like apart from like a classic pirate, so I'm trying to figure that stuff out to include a map that maybe goes with this. The old map too. And that is all of it. So let's get this stuff put away.
The poor penguin.